Good morning. It's wonderful to see so many of you here on this unique and special combined Ho-onko and 125th anniversary celebration service. Our Rimban, Yuki, and the ministerial staff have prepared a really special service for us today. But I don't know about you, but attending service on a Saturday is going to convince me tomorrow is Monday. Bear that in mind. My name is Sandy Kataoka-Fong, and I'm honored to be the chairperson for today's special service. Together with my co-chairs, Koichi Mizushima and Sharon Ito, we spent the past year planning a celebration to mark this milestone, and now the moment has actually arrived, and we are going to be celebrating the 125th anniversary celebration and banquet tonight, the culmination of a year's worth of activity and events that celebrates this momentous occasion. Compassion, culture, community. For our 125th anniversary, we chose that as a tagline to guide us. These three words have been a touchstone throughout the year, shaping every aspect of the work and embodying what it means to be part of this Sangha. As I prepared for today's service, I couldn't help but reflect on the vision and the dedication of our founding leaders and ministers back in 1899. Can you imagine the discussions that they were having, the dreams that they had, as they established a space here in Sacramento on O Street for the Issei community to practice Jodo Shinshu Buddhism? Did they envision this temple to be a sanctuary for the immigrant families, a place of safety and belonging? Were they thinking generations ahead for their children and their grandchildren? Or perhaps they were simply living in the present moment, embodying the very teachings of Jodo Shinshu by focusing on here and now. What would those early pioneers think about if they were, and what would they say if they were sitting here today in our Hondo, witnessing what their vision was 125 years ago? With these thoughts in mind, let us center ourselves in the spirit of gratitude and reflection as we begin with opening meditation. Please put your palms together in Gassho. Reflecting on the three C's, compassion, culture, community. These concepts are not solitary. They depend on one another. You need community to nurture shared experiences and support. You need culture to pass on tradition and preserve what is meaningful. You need compassion to live the teaching of Jodo Shinshu in our everyday lives. It is through interdependence, the profound understanding that all things are connected in impermanence, which teaches us to cherish each fleeting moment, that these three values come alive and thrive. Together, as we honor our past and look forward to the future, we embody the heart of compassion, culture, community. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. We'll start off today's service with the chanting, a special chanting of Shusho Sango Saho. I'm going to ask Reverend Yuki to explain the ritual of this chanting and the scattering of the petals that you should have received when you entered in this morning. So Reverend Yuki, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. And it's nice to see all of you here today. And weather was much nicer than yesterday, so I'm really happy to see some of the suns partially out there. And then I'm sure you have received this booklet when you come into the Hondo. This is a series of chantings we are going to perform today called Shuso Sango Saho, which consists of Choraimon, Shoshinge, and Wasan and Nembutsu, and Ekoku, the last 4 lines we always chant Gangi Shikudoku. That will be Ondoksan 1. And then if you turn to the last page, it doesn't say any number, actually, but it's supposed to be 16, page 16 or something. You will see 6 lines of Nembutsu. And at the first line, I had put the note saying, stand up or please rise, right? And then from the second line, we are going to scatter the flower petal, which you should have received it when you come in. So hopefully you have 5 flower petals. If you don't, just make up. But anyway, so we have 5 occasions to scatter the flower petal. Flower petal, you can hold with 3 fingers, like this. And then you can just drop it or throw. Your choice. Okay, your choice. I always drop it, but some minister likes to, throw it. So, either way works. Either way works. And this is really beautiful chanting. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope we enjoy this beautiful chanting together. Okay?
gather for their observance of the 125th anniversary of the Sacramento Betsuin and their annual Ho-onko memorial service of Shinran Shoni. As we reflect and honor our past, we are indebted to the pioneering ministers and members who have lived, served, and contributed to the founding, the growth, and the development of the temple over these 125 years. We stand on the shoulders of their dedication and commitment to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May our celebration and service today also be our aspiration for the future, to do all that we can to support and promote the Sacramento Betsuin, to ensure that it has a bright future, to continue to share the Dharma with future generations, and to those who have yet to encounter the Shin Buddhist teachings. May the joy of the Nembutsu in its life of gratitude be shared with all, and may all beings come to receive the heart of the Buddha, which is great wisdom and great compassion.
くて常に我が身を照らすなりナモアミダナモアミダ仏ナモアミダナモアミダ仏五辱あふせの我らこそ今後の信心ばかりにて長く生じを捨て果てて次年の浄土に至るなれ皆の本願信ずべし本願信ずる人は皆聖主不赦の利益にて無常覚をまさとるなり Namandavts, 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 nam.
Oh, wasn't that a wonderful experience? Something that many of us don't get to experience. So thank you very much to Bishop Harada for leading us in that, and to Reverend Yuki and the ministerial staff. I do want to mention that the petals, the back of the petals, they were little messages, drawings from our Dharma school students. So that made it a little bit extra special. All I ask is that when you leave today, pick up 5 petals. Next, we'll have Oshoko representatives. Will the following representatives come up when their name is called? Representing the choir, Karen Ariyasu. Representing Sakura Gakuen, Nari Igawa. Representing Scouting Program, Steve Itagaki. Representing the Sports Program, Tyler Ishimoto. Representing Junior YBA, Brody Sato. Representing ABBA, Jean Kashiwara. Representing Dharma School, Ken Furukawa. Representing the Legacy Endowment Committee, Stuart Ito. Stuart's also our technician. Representing the SBWA, Beverly Tanaka. Representing the Sacramento Betsuin, Board President Karen Adachi. Thank you, Gail. And thank you to the Ho-onko representatives. Next, we'll have a special presentation. We are honored today to have the Bishop of the Buddhist Churches of America, Reverend Marvin Harada, who will be making a special presentation today.
Good morning, everyone. May I extend a heartfelt congratulations to all of you as you celebrate the milestone of your temple's 125th anniversary and your annual Ho-onko memorial service for Shinran Shoni. The Sacramento Betsuin is almost as old as the Buddhist Churches of America, as the BCA also celebrated its 125th this past September. The history of the Betsuin and the history of the BCA have gone hand in hand over these 125 years. For next year, our BCA theme will be Gratitude for our Past and a Vision for the Future. I think that touches the core of what we celebrate today. We are indebted to the countless members and ministers who have established, built, and maintained the Sacramento Betsuin over these past 125 years. We stand on their shoulders of their deep commitment to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and to the propagation of the teachings. Many of our predecessors have spent countless hours to support and maintain this temple. Many of you here today carry on that same spirit, maybe spending more time here than even at your own home, finding things and doing repairs here before you even repair your own homes. That volunteer spirit is a foundation of all of our churches and temples in the BCA. Why have our predecessors given so much to support and maintain the Betsuin? I think it is because of the value they saw in the Dharma, in the teachings, in their life. They saw a life of humility, of reverence, of respect. They saw a life of gratitude, of giving back, of serving others. They saw a life of listening to and discussing the teachings. They saw a life of deep self-introspection and self-reflection. They saw a life of mutual respect and interconnectedness. They saw a life of the Buddha Dharma, a life of the Nembutsu. Where else can people learn these values of life? Where else can others listen to the Dharma and have it illuminate their hearts and minds? Where else can others find a teaching that challenges us to see ourselves first in light of the teachings? Where else can others find a way to live a grateful, meaningful, and fulfilled life? That is our task as we begin another 125 years of history of the Sacramento Betsuin. We have much to offer, and it is our duty and responsibility to share the Dharma if we have found it meaningful in our own lives. Once again, my warmest congratulations on this wonderful milestone. Namandavats, 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 namandavats.
Thank you, Bishop Harada. It's really nice to have Sensei back here at our temple again. Next, we'll have the three treasures and the introduction of our guest speaker. will recite the three treasures, which will be led by Reverend Matt. And this will be followed by Reverend Yuki's introduction of our guest speaker, who will deliver our Ho-onko message today. Please stand if you are able.
Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in a life of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Naman Dawats, Naman Dawats, Naman Dawats, Naman Dawats. You may be seated.
Good morning again, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed scattering the flower petal. Was it your first time? Yeah? Oh, yeah, that was a really interesting experience for you then. I think we did this chanting last October too, when we had a joint celebration with the NC district. But this is second time chanting the Shuso Sango Saho together. So I hope everybody is getting used to it. And then, next time we do it, you are like chanting really loud, and that sounds really wonderful. And today we have special guest speaker from Seattle, Betsuin, Rimban Katsuya Kusunoki. And he used to be the minister of Lodai Buddhist Church. And then when I started at Florence, he was at Lodai. So we spent 6 years together as the district ministers. Then he was transferred to Seattle Betsuin, and then I was transferred to Oregon Buddhist Temple in Oregon. So we spent another 6 years together in Northwest District. So out of 13 years of my ministry in United States, I spent 12 years together with Reverend Kusunoki. Long time, huh? But we traveled to Banff in Canada when we had a World Women's Convention in Calgary. We spent a few days in Banff together, and then we went to Disneyland together, and we went a lot of drinking together, and but many good memories with Reverend Kusunoki. So I'm really happy to have Reverend Kusunoki today from Seattle Betsuin. So please welcome Reverend Kusunoki. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Sugahara Sensei, thank you for the nice introduction. We enjoyed the drinking, of course. Well, some wisdom drinks last night, so as usual. To begin my Dharma message, I'd like to read the one Shinran Shorin's hymn and Wasans to please join me in Gassho. Let's see. No, not this one. あ、これでいい。OK。OK。OK。はい。 Okay, please join me in Gassho. The cloud of light is unhindered like an open sky. There is nothing that impedes it. Every being is nurtured by this light, so take refuge in Amida, the one beyond conception. 幸運無下妙高空、一切の右下に触りなし、光沢かぶらぬものぞなき、汝義を奇妙せよ。ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナバンダブ、ナバンダブ、ナバンダブ、ナバンダブ、ナバン。Again, おはようございます。Good morning. And also the congratulations of celebrating 125th anniversary of Sacramento Betsuin Buddhist Temple. And it is my great honor to be asked to deliver a Dharma message on this special occasion today. So thank you, Sacramento Betsuin, Sugahara Sensei, Mashu Sensei. Thank you for inviting me to this special occasion. So as Sugahara Sensei mentioned, before I was assigned to Seattle Betsuin, I was in Northern Cal, Buddhist Church of Lodi. But I would say my ministry started from here at the Sacramento Betsuin. So because before I was assigned to Buddhist Church of Lodi, I had almost 1 month or a couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks training here at the Sacramento Betsuin. So I found some photos, pictures. Okay. So this is, I found that, I went to the BCA's website, then I found the Wheel of Dharma a long time ago. My group was the first IMOP group. Then Sugahara Sensei was second IMOP group. So I was here in the United Berkeley from September to December 2008 to taking the IMOP. Then during that time also I came to visit Sacramento Betsuin one time. Then a year later, November 2009, I was arriving in BCA in November. Then Bishop Ogui at that time, so Bishop Ogui, myself, and another minister, Sakamoto Sensei, was sent to Sacramento. Then we stayed at the Florence residence for 4 weeks, from Thanksgiving to Christmas time. I was here. So then I took a training under Bobo Oshita Sensei, Pari Oshita Sensei, then Peter Sensei, on all the minister's assistant. Then that was great opportunity to learn because I grew up in Japan. I knew nothing about the ministry in the United States. So I learned here how to conduct a Sunday service, delivering Dharma message, the funeral sodan. I was able to participate in the funeral sodan meeting, conducting the funeral service. Actually, I think during that time, I read the White Ashes in Japanese, one of the funeral service. Then I was able to accompany with Oshita Sensei for one pillow service too. Pillow service and graveside service, then wedding consultation meeting, then within the 1 month. I don't know how many times I went to the Otoki after the funeral service or memorial service. I don't know how many times I went to the next door, the Chinese restaurant, used to be there. Then I learned the word leftover. Leftover. The boxes, Sensei, here, please take home. So I didn't have to buy any dinner. So that's a really good memory. But these are my basis as a Kaikyoshi minister. Whatever, that's only 1 month or 4 weeks. But I learned a lot. I'm still using whatever learned here at the Sacramento Betsuin and the Bobo Oshita Sensei's guidance. I'm still using those experience, whatever I learned from the trainings. So today we are celebrating Sacramento Betsuin's 125th anniversary. So 125 years as a Buddhist temple. Probably I would say it is one of the oldest Buddhist temple in the mainland US. So 2,500 years ago in India, Shakyamuni Buddha delivered the Buddha Dharma. Then Buddhism was introduced to different country. Then 2300 or 2400 years later, Buddhism has arrived here in Sacramento. Then 125 years ago, the Buddha Dharma arrived here, and the temple was built in 1901. So why is the temple is so important? Have you ever thought about these questions? Why the temple is so important? I feel temple has all three treasures: Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. When we come here, all Buddha, Dharma, Sangha are here. Amida Buddha, Amida Buddha's guidance, the person who deliver the Buddha Dharma. Also, the people who listen, receive the Buddha Dharma. All Buddha, Dharma, Sangha are here today. So that's why temple is so important for us. Especially, I feel temple building, really feel so important because some of you may know Seattle Betsuin had a fire on December 31st last year. So let me show you one picture. So here, this is the Seattle Betsuin's Hondo now. So empty still. So fire was happened last Joy service, December 31st, but still the construction stage. The Hondo is not open yet. So that's why, I didn't realize how important the Hondo is. All the people are able to get together. Thank you so much for all your support from Sacramento and Northern California, and Dharma friends and Embassy friends. Thank you for supporting for this Seattle Betsuin's reconstruction. Then we do some fundraising activities. Then one of the fundraising activity was here. Couple months ago, I threw the first pitch at the Seattle Mariners game. This was one of the fundraiser. So whoever bought the tickets, the Mariners game, then $5 was donated to the Seattle Betsuin's Arts and Restoration Fund. Then I think, do you receive the Wheel of Dharma? Please keep it. My article was in the Wheel of Dharma. So, I really appreciate Seattle Betsuin's member wrote an article about this first pitch. So there are, several fundraising events, or, our Seattle Betsuin's member also make so much effort to try to reconstruction and maintain the temple. So today, we are also having the Ho-onko service. Ho-onko is our founder Shinran Shonin's annual memorial service. There are several traditions, different traditions. So here is this is a Honganji's food offering. They offer lots of food to offer for the Ho-onko service. Then Seattle Betsuin, we have a tradition to offer, this is called nigome, we call it nigome. Then there's all ingredients, vegetables, has some meaning or reason to put it in. But I don't have much time today, so maybe I can introduce this some other time. Then another tradition is a Godensho, reading of Godensho, Shinran Shonin's biography, then hanging the Goeden scroll, illustration of Shinran Shonin's life. On the right side of 4 scrolls, I took the photo from White River Buddhist Temple in Northwest. As long as I know, White River Buddhist Temple is the only temple has full set of Goeden scroll in BCA, probably including Canada and Hawaii too. White River is the only temple. Then I brought today the kind of miniature version, all 4 putting together in the one scroll. I brought a miniature. Then you can see Shinran Shonin's life. So let me introduce some of the Shinran Shonin's event. So first is Shinran Shonin's ordination at the age of 9 he went to visit Shorein Temple, then had a ordination. It might be a little bit difficult to tell which one is a Shinran Shonin, but this red circle, this is 9 years old Shinran Shonin. Then another Shinran Shonin, you could see Shinran Shonin's head was shaved. So these are the Shinran Shonin. Then this is a Master Jien who officiated Shinran Shonin's ordination. Then this yellow, can you see? It is really difficult to see, but this is Shinran Shonin's uncle, Noritsuna Hino, who accompanied Shinran Shonin at the Shorein Temple. Then some of you may still remember, ordination time, Shinran Shonin recited a poem, right? Famous poem related to the cherry blossoms that look like they will stay on the tree till tomorrow, may blow away during the night. So you see cherry blossoms are blooming there. So we could tell, oh, Shinran Shonin had an ordination maybe during the springtime. So after he went to Mount Hiei, then he left Mount Hiei at the age of 29. He went to visit Master Honen's temple. Then he studied Jodo Pure Land teaching at the Honen Shonin's place. Then lots of students you could tell. Then here is a Shinran Shonin. Another Shinran Shonin is here. Then one more Shinran Shonin. Then Honen Shonin is blue circle, here, and here. So at the age of 29 to 35, so he studied Jodo Shinshu Pure Land teaching under the Honen Shonin's guidance with these many students together. They studied Jodo Shinshu together, Nembutsu teaching together. Then the next event of Shinran Shonin's life is exile. Shinran Shonin, Honen Shonin was both exiled. Then Shinran Shonin was at the age of 35. The Master Honen, he was at the age of 75 years old. So this is Master Honen is walking into the, how do you call that? Carrying some kind of ride, palanquin type. Then this is above is a Shinran Shonin is inside that ride. So though he was exiled to Echigo, then Honen Shonin was exiled to Tosa Prefecture. Then the last one, well, this is not the last one yet, but this is a Shinran Shonin's passing. So you can see Shinran Shonin here, almost at the age of 90, he was talking to his students, his followers. Then he's still talking about the Nembutsu teaching. So Shinran Shonin is lying on the bed, then on the futon. Then this is his deathbed. Then beside the Shinran Shonin, two people are kind of crying because Shinran Shonin is passing. Then this is a Shinran Shonin's casket, was carried to the place for the cremation, for the funeral service. So you could tell Shinran Shonin's body was cremated. Then, so this is a Otani mausoleum. Then in here, Shinran Shonin's statue was enshrined. Then there's another monk or minister. This is Kakunyo Shonin, who made this Goeden scroll and Godensho, Shinran Shonin's biography. So this is one tradition of Ho-onko service. We hang this Goeden scroll, then we listen to Shinran Shonin's biography to learn Shinran Shonin's life. So I believe all of you also learned Shakyamuni Buddha's life too. Shinran Shonin's life, Shakyamuni Buddha's life. They have a certain thing in common in their life. What do you think? There is some, one certain thing in common in their life. They are both have family. They both have a family. Shinran Shonin had a family. Shakyamuni Buddha, before he attained enlightenment, he had a family. Some of you may know, I also have a family. My wife, Ayano, we grew up together in Nagasaki, Japan. We went to the same school. We are the same age. We have known each other since 10 years old. Then my son, Yuya, is the same age as Hikaru-kun, Sugahara sensei's son. Then, thank you, Hikaru-kun. So he was born in Lodi, California. He's a Lodi boy. So then, now he really likes to play baseball. Almost every day he's playing baseball. I showed you my first pitch photos. He was a catcher. He caught my ball. Then when I did first pitch, everybody was saying, "Oh, sensei, such a nice pitch." Only my son says, "Hey, Dad, that was too high. That was ball." He's a good player, yeah. So after Seattle Betsuin had a fire, I lost my office, right? So I cannot go to the temple to work. So I have to work from home. Even, after pandemic time, I was working from home. Then finally, okay, I can go to the office, temple. Then fire was happened. Then I'm working from home again. Then, do you know what happens when I'm working from home? My son comes to my room. He says, "Hey, Dad, let's play baseball." Then my wife sometimes will come to my office. They says, "Hey, Katsu, can you go to pick up Yuya? Can you do this? Can you do that?" Working from home, it's so convenient to me, but to the family too. It's so convenient to ask me to do something else. If I could say no, I'm so busy. So I could say no, there's no problem. But I easily fell into the temptation when I am working from home. So I'm using those as a good excuse to do something else. So it's happening all the time, even now. So, as I mentioned, Shakyamuni Buddha, before Shakyamuni Buddha attained enlightenment, Gautama Siddhartha, he also had a family. Gautama Siddhartha was also kind of distressed about how he lived his life due to his birth of his son. As you know, he left the palace, he left the home, then to seek the enlightenment. Then try to attain enlightenment, to practice, then go into the ascetic life at the age of 29. So that's not easy to make a decision to, staying home, then go to totally different life, ascetic life. I don't think Shakyamuni Buddha, Gautama Siddhartha was able to make a decision in one day or one night, maybe years of years. He was kind of seriously thinking about how he should live his life. While he was thinking if he should renounce the world, his son was born. Then he named his son Rafra, which means obstacle. Pursuing the path to the enlightenment, then practice for the enlightenment. That's not easy to do. That's not easy. The person has to abandon everything else and completely focus on the seeking the path for the enlightenment. The seekers must commit their lives to practice attain enlightenment. A baby was born, Gautama Siddhartha was thinking if he should renounce the world, walk the path as an ascetic. This is my guess. I think in the Shakyamuni Buddha's mind and heart, some kind of emotion rises when the baby was born, as a parent, he must loved his baby, son. He maybe wanted to hold the baby, then maybe play with his son. Maybe he wanted to teach many, many things to his son. Then he wanted to see how the baby grows. As a father, maybe those kind of loves to his son was raised in his mind. His love and attachment to his son became the obstacle and causes his doubt or hesitation to step into the ascetic life. From his son's name, Rafra, obstacle, I feel his emotional conflict between his love to his son and his sincere mind to seek the path to attain enlightenment. So today, I pick the Gosandai from Shinran Shonin's Wasan and hymn. The cloud of light is unhindered like open sky. There is nothing that impedes it. Every being is nurtured by this light. So take refuge in Amida, the one beyond conception. When you read the Shinran Shonin's Wasan or the Raja Sutra, Amida Buddha's 12 lights are listed. One of them is Amida Buddha's unhindered light. So it means Amida Buddha's wisdom and compassion reach anyone, and nothing can be obstacle to illuminate beings. Amida Buddha's light reaches all beings in anywhere and any time. When I think about sunlight could be blocked by the roof or wall. But what could be barrier to obstruct the way to enlightenment, to attain enlightenment? These are my affliction to my family, my attachment to the wealth, my greed, anger, ignorance, those three poisons. My attachment, the three poisons, cause me to hesitate to walk the path and to wander into the byroad. These blocks the right path to follow, then I cannot find the goal where I should go and the way I can get there. Our Buddha, always enshrined in the middle, center, in the Hondo. Our Buddha is Amida Buddha. We follow Amida Buddha's guidance. Our founder, Shinran Shonin, revealed the path which Amida Buddha shows us. Amida Buddha clearly shows us the Pure Land is our goal. We can attain enlightenment in the Pure Land, Amida Buddha's Pure Land. Amida Buddha clearly shows us the path to Amida Buddha, Pure Land is our goal. Then path, Nembutsu path is a way to get to the Pure Land. Amida Buddha's light illuminates the path for us to follow. Amida Buddha's light is called unhindered light, as I mentioned, because the light breaks all barriers, my three poisons, which we have. The light gently guides and grasps us, embraces us. As I said, I have my son, I have my family. I don't think I can leave them behind, renounce the world, walking into the path of monastic, walking the path of ascetic. I can only live my life in the human secular world, which is filled with humans' ego-centered desire and attachment. What can I do? Is there any Buddhist path for me to follow? Is there any path for me, or person who has a family to follow? Is there a path for a person who lives in this human secular life? Our teaching is saying, yes, there is. Yes, there is. Amida Buddha is saying, don't worry, no worries. Recite Nembutsu with your son, with your family, with your friends, and walk this path together. Then please come to my Pure Land and become Buddha, attain enlightenment together. Amida Buddha prepared this Nembutsu path for me. The ultimate goal as a Buddhist is to attain enlightenment. To achieve this goal, Buddhist goal, my attachment, my ego-centered passions are the obstacle. As a Buddhist, my son could be my obstacle. I am the obstacle to my son. The Nembutsu path is a path that fellow nuisance can hand in hand and walk together. The unhindered light is not the light to illuminate, get rid of my obstacles. It is a light to illuminate them. It accepts everything, include all obstacles which I have. In this way, the obstacles are no longer the obstacles. Instead, these are my Dharma fellow. We, as ordinary beings, which is also called Bonbu, are all born into the Amida Buddha's Pure Land. I appreciate there is a path which we can all follow. We can all walk together. To express my sincere heart, sincere feeling, I recite Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Shakyamuni Buddha welcomed his family to his Sangha after he attained enlightenment. He did not abandon them, his family. Our founder Shinran Shonin traveled all over all different places with his family. He showed the path which we can follow. We can learn from his life, how he lived his life with his family. In Jodo Shinshu, we have family Sunday service, just like today. We are having the family Sunday service. All different age group can come. Anybody can come. The temple is a place. Anyone can come. Welcome to come to listen to the teaching. For 125 years, Sacrament Betsuin and Sangha maintained this temple. They provided the Buddhist program, Buddhist services for the communities. We were now passing this temple, Sangha, down to the next generations. That's what we have to do. To conclude my Dharma message, I would like to prosper, I wish to prosper Sacrament Betsuin as a place for Nembutsu Dojo from now on. Thank you again for asking me to deliver my Dharma message. To conclude my Dharma message, please join me in Gassho, put your hands together. The cloud of light is unhindered like open sky. There's nothing that impedes it. Every being is nurtured by this light. So take refuge in Amida, the one beyond conception. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. ありがとうございました。
Thank you, Reverend Kusunoki, for that wonderful message. And it was especially interesting learning about the scroll and the images that projected the life and history of Shinran Shonin. Sensei, I do want to say that it was really exciting to watch you pitch in the Mariners game. I watched the YouTube video and your son catching your pitch. But I got to tell you, decoy Shohei Ohtani's dog delivering the first pitch at a Dodgers game was pretty impressive, too. All right, next up. We're fortunate today to have our Sacramento Betsuin Choir perform today for this special service. So I'll ask and invite the choir to come up front and assemble right now. Today, the choir will perform 3 selections for us. Tabiyuki Shinran, Shinshu Shuka, and Namo Amida. Tabeyuki Shinran describes the efforts of Shinran Shonin sharing the Nembutsu far and wide, which is fitting for today's memorial of Shinran Shonin. Their next selection, Shinshu Shuka, this one actually debuted in 1923 in honor of the 700th anniversary of the Jodo Shinshu teaching establishment. So I think it's a poignant choice. The choir has selected this song in celebration of our 125th anniversary, continuing this long tradition. And of course, the beautiful harmonies of Namo Amida that we all know and love. The choir today is under the direction of Karen Adachi. Karen, allow me to turn it over to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Karen Adachi, Myra Okasaka on piano, and the Betsuin Choir for beautiful selections for today's service. We are so fortunate to have such a talented choir, and the performances for today's special service makes it even better. Next, I would like to close with closing meditation. Please put your hands together in Gassho. In the book, Thus Have Heard, written by Kosho Yukawa, our temple minister in the 1960s, there's a passage about gratitude. Allow me to read an excerpt. The word gratitude in Japanese is commonly translated as kansha. It consists of two characters, kan and sha. Kan means sense or feel, and sha means to be sorry or to apologize. It is interesting that the meaning of feeling sorry is a part of gratitude in Japanese. Buddha Dharma teaches us interdependence of all existence. Nothing exists by itself. I thought this passage was fitting for our 125th anniversary. Our Sangha doesn't exist by ourselves. We depend on countless of sacrifices and losses of the generations of Sanghas before us. We are sorry for the hardships you endured coming to America, a foreign land. We are sorry for the injustice of incarceration of the Japanese Americans. We are sorry for being forced to relocate the temple from O Street to here. We are sorry we may not have fulfilled the dreams of our Issei pioneers. In the true spirit of gratitude, we feel the compassionate acts of the generation who precede us and express our deep sorriness to have sacrificed many things for the next generation. We too are prepared to do the same for the next generation. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. So I want to thank everybody for attending the special Ho-onko and 125th anniversary service today. I want to especially thank our ministerial team, Reverend Yuki, Reverend Matt Hamasaki, Reverend Imada from Florin, Bishop Harada, and others who have prepared today's service, as well as our guest speaker, Reverend Kusunoki. All of you have made this a really, really special event for us with your participation today and the special chanting and the petals that we were able to scatter today. And thank you to our choir, our organist, Gail Kono, and to our tech specialist up there in the booth, Stuart Ito. I have some announcements, but are there any announcements from the Sangha before I go through my list? Are you ready? Okay. So you probably don't need to hear me talk about banquet from here on out, but I will say that our banquet is tonight. For those of you who were able to purchase tickets, we were quite overwhelmed by the requests for tickets, and we were sold out. But we are looking forward to seeing many of you tonight at our banquet. There was an email that was sent out to the buyer of each of the tickets for the reservations, and that email contains your QR code to check in. And there's some additional information about the activities for this evening's festivities. So please make sure you check your inbox for that. The Dharma School students, for those of you in attendance today, don't forget to sign the sign-up sheets that are in the lobby of the Hondo, and you'll get credit for today's special service. I want to give an update on David Thal. I don't know if, Stuart, you have the ability, sorry, last minute, didn't coordinate with you. I'll stall here. If you can bring up the 200 Miles of Compassion. There you go. He's so good. I want to give an update on David Thal. He was approached, actually Reverend Cosd approached us several months ago that David Thal, a member of the Fresno Betsuin, was interested in running to commemorate our 125th anniversary. Koichi, Sharon, and I, and the steering committee of the 125th decided to turn this into an event to raise funds for a very important family in our Sangha, the Imura family, specifically Nate Imura, the son of Aaron and Doreen Imura and grandson of Roy and the late Georgette Imura. Nate is battling leukemia, and we asked them how we can help support them as a family. And we also asked them if there is another organization that has helped them that we can also help. I'm really happy to say that we didn't know what to expect, first of all, in terms of support. We raised our goal 3 times, maybe 4 times since we started this campaign. And we are really close to our $40,000 GoFundMe. We are a few $1,000s away. David Thal is probably about 20, maybe 18 miles away from making it to the Buddhist Church of Sacramento. He'll arrive probably sometime this afternoon. But the QR code, albeit small, is up there. It's also on our website. If we haven't contributed $25, $10, $15 will go a long way to achieving our goal. I did talk to Aaron and Doreen, and they have allowed me to share some good news about Nate, that they're hoping that he will be ready for his bone marrow transplant from his father, Aaron. What a gift. What an absolute gift. We're hoping we were fortunate to see Nate yesterday when a few of us went to Thornton to support David Thal. David was truly inspired by Nate, and I think Nate truly inspired by David, who has been running for probably at that time 150 miles. He started on Wednesday. He's actually been running and walking, and because of the rain yesterday, he did suspend his attempt to complete, stayed at a hotel, and resumed at 6:30 this morning, and we expect him to arrive today. For those who will be at the banquet, he is planning to be there, so we would welcome him with open arms. One of the couple of things I wanted to just hit on with respect to our banquet, we have a silent auction that's been going on as part of our fundraising attempts to raise money for announcement on a karaage sale, pre-sale. On December 8th, the Girl Scouts is having a special craft fair here at the temple. And along with that, we are selling karaage in a pre-sale. If you go to our website, you'll have the ability to pre-order your karaage, which will be ready for you to pick up on the day of our Girl Scout craft fair. Patty, remind me what time? It's 9 to 1 on December 8th, correct? There's no service tomorrow because we're meeting today. And remember, tomorrow's Sunday, not Monday. And next Sunday is Thanksgiving weekend. Can you believe it? It's already Thanksgiving. So December 1st, we will not be having service because we will be celebrating our 4-day holiday. Finally, the 4th and final wood coin of our 125th anniversary is here. The icon that represents our 4th and final is, of course, the Wheel of Dharma. They will be available as you exit the Hondo. Our greeters will have them available. It's the 4th in the series. If you've missed 1 and 2, I think we're out, but that's okay. Before you're here today, you'll collect number 4. So look forward to seeing those of you who are attending the banquet tonight. Thank you for attending the special Saturday service, and you're all invited to Ho-onko. Thank you. Don't forget to pick up 5 petals.